A few words about sources. These fixtures use the All-Star LED from Osram. So each LED is 16 watts for each in RGB and white. Let's start to see some of our main and primary colors. So actually, those lights are at the moment working at 40% of the light intensity. Otherwise, it's too strong and they could be a blind in front of you. But I will show the maximum intensity in a few minutes. Okay, let's start to show the three primary colors: RGB and white. White is 7,000 Kelvin. Let's now go to the maximum intensity. But it's really bright that one. Unfortunately, this demo room is not big enough to show the maximum light output and the zoom rate as well. But I will do my best to show what I can. So, different DMX mode setting. So the units can be setting into different mode, DMX standard or into extended mode. A standard mode, you're going to control the units using the master channels. So that means you're going to control all the LEDs simultaneously. The extended mode, you can have a section of a single LEDs. So that's what we are doing now. So, and obviously it will take more channels. So that can be done even in different modes. So each LEDs could be assigned and could be placed into the FA engine. And once a hole for the engine will be dedicated, the units will be starting that way. So now the white LED is working, now the blue one using the same effect form. We have the white random soul and the combination, of the white random soul with the background colors. And let's not try to change the colors. Now we will have 10% of intensity of the blue. Now we're going to have to see the maximum light intensity. And obviously it could be whatever, the blue, red, and the colors you like, and the color you prefer. That's just essential. I mean, different kinds of macro could be running their way. These are just a few of them. I mean, all the software needs to be designed from scratch again, so that's why we're going to fix and we're going to place a lot of these. Giving some open channel has speed, intensity, and speed and fading and background colors. Okay. So zoom rate. Zoom range go from 8 to 40 degrees. So unfortunately I don't have a place where to place these fixtures now. Okay. So what about speed? So the smallest one will be obviously even the fastest one. But really good speed even for the medium one. Okay, let's go now and see the maximum speed of the biggest version we have. See the size of it, it's really, really fast. That's really amazing. Okay, so that's it about our LED fixtures. Now let me go straight to what has been called QWO. It's our new moving heads. Okay, So let's start mentioning about source. So the length we decided to use for it is the platinum R35. So what I want to go straight is about the zoom, the optical system starting from the zoom range, because it's going from 8 to 55 degrees. So it's a 55 with or without gauge. That's due to the fact that we didn't play the proper focal plane into the gauge focal plane instead of the iris focal plane. This way, you're not going to lose any light output or any degrees when you feed the gauge. So we say 55 degrees, that could be about 70 with a crazy beam. So it's mean maximum beam angle, we can have about 72 degrees. It really is, considering the size value. Okay, so another really good and great function would be the autofocus function. So due to that, that I want to explain how it does work. It's going to be much easier to understand that later on. I mean, with this mode, you have to set up distance, the distances. I mean, this way, I set up the distance for 5 meters away, and from that point on, the units will be working for maintaining the proper focus resolution. So let me do it manually. I start to play zooming up and down, and you can see the focus will be adjusted by itself. This way, it's going to make your life easier during programming time. Okay? Let's now go straight to the color selection, where we have obviously a CMY system, a really accurate CMY system. Color wheel. So we decide to keep the same color selection than our H-Base and Profile 700, and the same garble selection that we have in our H-Base 700. In this way, if you have some H-Base 700 or rig, it will be easy to match the same garble colors. Let's now have a look to the Gradle CTO, able to drop the color temperature down until 500 Kelvin. So this way, sorry. So now I'm going to show what's happening with different colors. This way I want to show you how the color will be affected by this CTO. Due to that, you're going to get really warm and different color tones. Animation wheel. So the animation wheel is a glass wheel. You can try the wheel now to make the wheel rotates by 2 different channels. This way you can stop the wheel in any position you like. Double selection, 2 different wheels. We have a static double wheel and rotating double wheel. These are from obviously static ones. Okay, so then rotating will be starting. Okay, so we went straight to the most interesting technical data. So I didn't show you, obviously, iris, solid, and needless to say that we have them, and some special tools as Ethernet connection and protocols, or software updated by DMX or by web server. So that's it about the QWL now, and then we're going straight to what is being called shot light. What is shot light is, it's basically our wash 1500. So we've let's say 2 strobe pipes in front of it. So let's now start our demonstration showing the zoom range for these features, because it's something really amazingly great. It's going from 10 to 75 degrees. It's really huge. Obviously you have all the car taxi like the CMY system, car CTO, same CTO installed into the PWR and the rest of our two different color wheels. I mean, the first color wheels B3 is the most saturated colors, the deep blue, deep orange, deep red, full green UV. Color number 2, we have a different kind of tones, or color tones like lavender, CTO1, light green. So all these colors probably doesn't make sense combining with different colors inside for every vehicle. Okay, but let's now go straight to the strobe function. So as every other strobe features, we have array channels, intensity, and boost. So the boost is totally different than everybody else, because the boost is with this feature is with 50 Hz instead of 25. It's like a real blinder. Then we have one special function that's been called balance. So if you try to move the balance channel from 0, you start to give power to from one bulb to the bulb number 2. It's a sort of channels or offset channel. So if you stop this channel at 50%, you're going to have the same current for both bulbs. Okay? Okay. Let's now go straight to some special function that's being resumed into the macro effect channels. So let's now have a look to what has been called synchronized shutter. So in this way, when the strobe is on, the shutter is open, and vice versa is inverted with the next option. Then you can have a sort of fading in and fading out with strobe and dimming as well. Random flashes and different arrange. In that case, different range. In that case, we have the red bulb. Okay, I want to stop to blind you, otherwise it's going to kill me. And okay, let's go straight to Sharpy features. Now,
it's about 75.
Really fast days, because probably you already know these kind of features. Okay, what is Sharpy is? It's basically a beam light with a totally new bulb and a totally new optical system. So the bulb is R35, is R5 from Philips, from the Platinum family. But what makes the difference is a really good optical system in front of it that's been used for removal the aberration from the bulb. So this way you have a really clear beam like this. This way you can really have a great solid pipe of light. So 17 different goggles in it. The first 6 will be used for a different beam angle. The rest of them is being used as goggles and imaging. Okay. Then we have the car selection. We have 14 different colors. So this kind of purity of beam can be seen with the composite. So the car will be really effective. So snapshot, I mean from one color then to the next one. You can split the beam properly. It's really good for having, you know, split colors into the beam. And then we have a prism. It's a 6-phase rotating prism. So this prism will be moving up and down for having a sort of zooming effect. It's just a matter of 5 degrees, but think about stadium or a big arena. 5 degrees, it's about 10 meters into 100 meters away. squeeze some colors in and show pretty movements. Loving this paint. It's really fascinating, that one. Okay, that's basically everything. I want to thank you very much for your attention. If you have some special question, I will be available here in front of lighting. Thank you very much for that. Bye.